You wake up. You check your phone. You commute. You sit at a desk for 8 hours. You come home exhausted, and you tell yourself this is just what being human means. But the real answer is far stranger. For most of human history, your ancestors worked less than you do right now. Not a little less. Dramatically less. Anthropologist Marshall Sahlins studied hunter-gatherer societies and called them the original affluent society. Not because they had more stuff. Because they had more time. Researchers studying modern foraging groups like the Hadza in Tanzania found something that upends everything you assume about ancient life. Adults spent only 15 to 20 hours a week on activities tied to survival. Hunting. Gathering. Making tools. That's it. What did they do with the rest of their time? They rested. They told stories. They played. They sat by the fire and did nothing in particular, and nobody called it wasted time. Compare that to you. A 40-hour workweek, plus a commute, plus errands, plus the quiet hours you spend scrolling because you're too drained to do anything else. Somewhere along the way, humans decided constant labor was the price of survival. But that's not what the evidence shows. Here's the twist. It wasn't hunting that trapped us in longer hours. It was farming. A study out of Cambridge comparing the Agta people of the Philippines found something remarkable. Those who still foraged worked around 20 hours a week. Those who had shifted to farming worked closer to 30. Agriculture produced more food, but it demanded more from the body in return. Fields don't tend themselves. Crops don't wait. Skeletons tell the same story. Bioarchaeologists studying the transition from foraging to farming found that early farmers were shorter, had worse teeth, and showed more signs of chronic stress than the hunter-gatherers who came before them. Settling down didn't make life easier. It made life more demanding, in exchange for more stability. So why do you still believe ancient life was harsh and modern life is comfortable? Part of it is survivorship bias. We picture cavemen fleeing predators, not lounging by a fire in the afternoon sun. But the archaeological record doesn't support that picture. It supports something closer to a part-time job with excellent friends. Part of it is something deeper. Once agriculture took hold, surplus created hierarchy. Hierarchy created work that served other people's needs instead of your own. And that pattern never really left us. You're still, in a sense, working someone else's field. Here's what should unsettle you. Your ancestors had less. Fewer tools. No medicine as you know it. No electricity. And yet they had more unstructured hours in a single week than you get in a month. You have all the abundance they never had, and somehow less time to enjoy any of it. Anthropologist James Sussman spent years living alongside the Jew/Hoansi people of the Kalahari and documented exactly this paradox. Material scarcity. Time abundance. It's the opposite of the deal most of us have made. So tonight, when you finally sit down after a long day and feel guilty for doing nothing, remember this. Rest isn't something you have to earn. For most of human history, it was simply how the day was supposed to go. You check your phone. You commute. You sit at a desk for 8 hours. But somewhere underneath all of it, your body is still waiting for the version of the day your ancestors actually lived.